We're here.
Boom.
My man Wally's here. Yeah. Ooh.
Here.
Wow. What's up? What's up? We're live. What's up? We're watching Raw right now.
Alicia Fox.
This is the Raw watch along. This is a special request from my main man Wally, because Wally is in town from Ireland. So Wally's here. I was like, Wally, come over. We'll watch Raw. And then Wally was like, how about we do...
Want to share the mic?
No. You got your own mic.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh,
here.
nice.
Why don't we do a post show? And I was like,
Yeah.
why don't we do a watch along?
Yes.
So here we are, the watch along. John, you're here too, but I don't have you on the camera, so I'm going to do some adjustments. You stay there. Stay where you are,
good.
John.
Fantastic.
Johnny North is here too. This is our Raw watch along. We got Becky Lynch and Alicia Fox in the ring right now. You guys are watching Raw. You'll see our reactions to the main event.
Stone Cold. That's a lie. That's a lie. Yeah, because the Uncensored episode, I hadn't really seen anything. The Raw and the SmackDown, so it was hard to comment.
Are you on the camera now, John?
Yep.
Oh, there he is.
Yep. You can see you and your green chair.
You can see Johnny and his pythons.
Johnny's jacked.
Pythons. He is. He's bigger in person even. When Johnny walks down the road, people switch to the other side, they say.
They
I
should.
need to increase
They should
my
be
mic
careful.
gain. All right. I'm a little low on the mic, apparently.
Can you hear me?
I think so. I think
It's
people are
much
hearing
longer
you.
than I thought.
Johnny, give me a mic check.
This is a check for your mic. It's checking right now. Checking.
Yeah, you're good. I think we're good.
Check. 1 2 1 2.
All right, I'm getting the call from the tech,
Oh, T-bone.
our tech team that we're perfect. We're sounding good. So
T-bone suplex by Becky.
we're here. Oh, you guys can chat with us.
Oh yeah, Franco's on.
Franco, what's up, Franco? So yeah, Wally is in town here from
finish,
Ireland.
finish,
We're
finish.
watching Raw.
It's cool.
Finish. It's over. Quick. Done.
Becky with the disarm.
Oh, here we go.
And there's what's her face with the punch?
Lacey Evans.
Lacey Evans. I don't like Lacey Evans. I think she sucks. Wally, your thoughts?
She looks good there. She's looking good there.
She definitely looks good. There's no
Yeah.
question about that.
She's got a good look, I guess, but like, as far as wrestling goes,
Yeah, she sucks.
I'm not so impressed. She did a cool moonsault, but that match with Natty last week was not great.
Yeah, it was poor. And it's hard to have a bad match with Natty.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're having
Like,
a bad match with Natty, what other hope have you got with other people, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
another right. That was more like a slap, it looked like. Do you notice the T-shirt? It's Becky 2 titles, not Becky 2 belts.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, what's the deal with that? She was Becky 2 belts, but like I said on the show, right? I was like, how come she's allowed to say belts? Because they're supposed to be called titles in the WWE.
If Vince wants some
It says Becky 2 titles on the
It
T-shirt.
does, yeah.
Actually,
Didn't her old shirt say Becky 2 belts? I think it says 2
I think
titles,
it
2
says
belts.
2 belts on it, yeah.
Yeah, it's Becky 2 belts, John. It's not 2 titles.
But I think somewhere it says titles on it, though.
Becky 2 belts. It's still weird to me that she's allowed to say belts.
But it's a chant, though. It's not really what they are.
If you look very carefully at what some of the Becky's promos, and you've watched Conor McGregor for the last, say, 5-6 years, you'll be able to see that some of them are directly parallel with stuff he's said.
Oh yeah,
Isn't it?
she's trying to be
definitely
WWE's
trying to,
version.
Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that.
No.
But they're like, even tonight, she
Oh,
said about
Baron
knocking
Corbin
her head all
talking.
clean off her shoulders. I was like, oh, that is McGregor.
Yeah, a lot of that
Yeah.
stuff. A few of the lines.
I think they get on well, from what I hear.
Yeah, well, I
think
saw Becky at one point training at SBG with
Yeah,
John
John
Kavanagh.
Kavanagh,
There were some
yeah.
pictures. So
That's when she was back in Ireland, actually. And she's actually, fair play to her, like, she visited all her old school friends and popped into a few of the local wrestling schools around Ireland.
Right.
Giving it a bit back, you know? It's always good to see when someone moves on, you know, and they do that.
Becky's cool. I like Becky Lynch.
Anyone I know have met her. I know a few local wrestlers in the scene back in Ireland, and they said when she came back and visited, she was just the same old Becky, you know? That's always good to hear. Same as you. You're the same old Dave.
Same old Dave.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, look at that. Big
Wow, look
cat.
at that.
That's a nice shot.
Hey.
Cat
Oh, wow.
ass. Yeah,
Lot of ass.
the whole crew is on this.
Yeah.
Oh, your Raw stream.
The
I
cat
saw.
doesn't usually show up.
Oh, it's back.
That's because I'm in town. She knows I love the cats.
Hey, look at that. Our names.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Wally Byrne on the screen.
That's you.
It's cool.
Wow. Bob Cote is that?
I don't like Baron Corbin.
Oh, I'm glad Ricochet's still on Raw. That's good.
Bob Cote asked, was she really a Marine? I think he's asking about
The Marine movie with Miz?
no, Lacey Evans. Like she was a Marine, a United States Marine. I think she was.
Was she? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess. I suppose. Ricochet. So Baron Corbin and AJ Styles are going to wrestle in the main event tonight. The winner goes on to face Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship at Money in the Bank in May.
It was a good shout from you earlier on, Dave, saying that Corbin would win.
Yeah.
I thought Drew was going to win.
Yeah, well, Drew, like, we were talking about it before. So they started Raw with some triple threat matches, right? You had AJ Styles, Rey Mysterio, and Samoa Joe, which was an awesome match, right?
Great match.
good.
Yeah,
That
it was
was
really
great.
good. Great finish. I like the, slightly botched with the,
Yeah.
but it was really,
It
really
was
good.
better botched. When you think
Yeah,
about
it actually
Yeah.
was. We got a bit more bang for a buck.
So Ray goes off, Ray jumps off the top rope.
Yeah.
AJ Styles catches him, and
Yeah.
he's supposed to grab him and power bomb him down onto the right onto Samoa Joe, but he kind of slips and just power bombs him, like
Right.
drops him,
Yeah.
and then he picked him back up again, power bombed him on Joe, and then hit a Styles Clash on Ray, but then on to Samoa Joe, and then he pinned Joe for the finish. That was a really cool finish, and the match was really good too.
I like the way you're doing the moves in your head. I could see actually hooking the legs around the arms there. In his head, he was doing the legs under the table there for the Styles Clash.
Yeah, I have to recreate
Yeah,
it.
you were doing it
I have
there.
to recreate it with my arms,
Yeah.
you know. I have to. You know,
Lucky
he did the
he
deal.
didn't do a sunset
Boom.
flip. Or this would have gone everywhere.
It's a 450 splash, you know. So that match was awesome. The other match was not so good though.
Cesaro had a match as well.
Cesaro beat Cedric Alexander.
And that was a
I'm
great
saying
show from Johnny.
The other triple threat.
You only made $20.
Yeah, right.
I didn't bet on that one though.
Yeah. So we're watching the Cedric Alexander Cesaro match, and I'm like, oh, Cedric's definitely gonna win. It's his first night on Raw, for sure he wins, right? And John's like, oh, I don't know, maybe Cesaro. And I'm like, care to make it interesting? You want to make a bet? And John's like, no, because he has lost the two previous bets that he's made with me in wrestling.
I wouldn't bet on Cesaro. Not with his record.
Well, that too. But you should have, because he won. He beat Cedric Alexander, which was a surprise. And I was also surprised he beat him just with the European uppercut and not with a
Yeah.
neutralizer.
When
Like
has he ever won with that? It's crazy.
like
Can't
he
remember last
doesn't.
time.
He didn't hit a finish. He just hit his boom deal, and then
And he
that
had
was it.
Sheamus's music as well.
Yeah, where's Sheamus? Where's Shamey? Is the bar done?
He made the signal, like he did the bar signal. So.
He did. He wore
Yeah.
the bar shorts.
And the music.
The Sheamus music.
I don't know. Well, I heard Sheamus is hurt, so maybe he's just paying tribute to his fallen brother.
Yeah.
I
And you
don't
were
know.
pointing out as well, his last tag team partner as well, it's he doesn't have a good record.
Yeah, that's it. Like, apparently Sheamus has a concussion, and who knows? Like, hopefully Sheamus can come back. But like,
Tyson Kidd.
if this is the end of Sheamus's career, that'd be two straight tag team partners that have had to retire due to injury on Cesaro, right? Tyson Kidd and now maybe Sheamus. But I don't think Sheamus is retiring necessarily. But I don't know where he's at.
Well, it's a lot like Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy disappeared, right? We thought he retired, but now he's
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, right.
Could be like that.
The other triple threat, though, I want to talk about, it was Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, and The Miz. Like, we saw the graphics pop up to start Raw, right? It was like,
Wow.
whoa,
And then,
cool.
ooh.
Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Rey Mysterio, awesome. And then Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre,
Yeah.
and The Miz. I was like, oof, that's not going to be good.
It started off like
I'm
this.
glad they separated it, though. They had the workers match, and then they had the guys that can't work match.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't like, Baron, Joe, and AJ. Like, I'm glad it was Ray, and they didn't kind of mix up the workers and the not workers.
because then it made for one at least really good solid match.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
not,
you
not
could
two
go out and make like
mediocre
coffee
matches
for the next one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it was good though. It does make sense that Baron wins because I mean, if you're gonna beat Angle and retire him at Mania, I mean, you need to have something off the back of that. As you were saying, it's kind of like an interim title.
Exactly.
In the UFC, you should have something off the back of that. So even if he does
Yeah.
go on and win tonight, as much as I don't like Corbin, it would make sense.
Yeah, so Corbin wound up winning that match that sucked, and now he's going to face AJ Styles, and the winner faces Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank. And I figure Corbin makes the most sense. Like you were saying, I was looking at those guys at the beginning of Raw in the ring, and it was two triple threat matches that they were going to do, right? Triple H starts Raw with a promo with Seth, and then all the guys that are in the triple threat matches that could potentially face Seth, they come into the ring. And then I was looking at them. Samoa Joe's in there. Okay, he beat Rey Mysterio at Mania. He makes sense to be in there. Rey Mysterio's in there. He lost in 60 seconds. He really shouldn't be in a title opportunity match, right? Drew McIntyre lost to Roman Reigns. He shouldn't be there.
No.
Who else was there? AJ Styles beat Randy. That made sense. Drew and who else? Miz lost to Shane. He made no sense.
No sense.
But Baron Corbin, like, he retired one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, Kurt Angle, at WrestleMania. He makes sense. Like, you gave that to him, WWE. Everybody was mad. Now's the time to do something with Baron Corbin. Like, back it up. Don't just give him that Kurt Angle match and be like, well, why did Baron Corbin wind up being the guy to retire Kurt Angle? Nothing ever happened to him after that. Now it's like, okay, Baron Corbin retired Kurt Angle, and then he became Universal Champion by beating Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank. You know, like, do something with Baron Corbin. Whoa. The camera changed. Oh, man, it's like real intense.
It's down the camera. You have to do your impersonations, and that comes up.
Yeah. I forgot about
Dave Cam.
I actually forgot that we had a second camera.
We could call it the Simon Scope.
It just scared me.
How about that, Dave? The Simon Scope.
The Simon Scope.
Nice.
Just a mustache?
Oh,
He looks like Rick Rude.
Yeah.
Doesn't he look like the ravishing Rick Rude?
He does.
Just with the mustache?
I loved Rick Rude.
Now he's
he was
the
great.
Rude Awakening. What a move.
Was he Robert Rude?
That's what it says on the Tron.
It's like a new gimmick. He's not Bobby anymore.
No.
Did he grow this mustache overnight? Because I don't remember him having... Oh, no. He had like a little goatee last week, right?
Yeah, that's a serious...
I thought he was clean shaven, and then the mustache just kind of popped up.
He was clean shaven. He actually really does look like...
He looks like Rick Rude, yeah. Which is cool, you know.
And if
Rick Rude's cool.
if he has a similar gimmick to Rick Rude, he'd be cool. He was real cool. I loved Rick Rude. The Rude Awakening.
Yeah, he could never be Rick Rude.
No.
Like,
He's not that kind of guy.
This guy,
kind of charisma.
This guy ain't Rick Rude.
But he's got the look.
He does look like
right
him.
there, especially right there.
So, because you look like Rick Rude doesn't mean...
He can be a stunt double for Tom Selleck if it doesn't work out.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think Tom Selleck is still doing movies. Is
Probably
Tom Selleck
not.
even still alive?
Yeah. Someone Google that.
I have no idea. Oh, that's weird. That's the second time somebody's mentioned Tom Selleck today.
No way.
I was watching a Bob's Burgers episode and they talked about Tom Selleck.
No way.
They referred to Bob's mustache as like Tom Selleck. You watch Bob's Burgers?
No.
You ever seen
I've
that?
seen it's on really late. So it's either a choice of watching Bob's Burgers or watching the post show of Dave Simon, and I make the right choice.
You make the right
I
choice.
make the right choice.
Yeah.
Right choice.
Now I could watch a few. I think there's some on Netflix. Is there?
It's pretty good.
It's all on Netflix.
Is it?
No, I don't think so.
No.
It was, and then they took it
Yeah.
off.
Oh.
It's not on Netflix anymore.
I must give it a look.
It's a good show.
You have a good track record for good shows. Peep Show and
Oh, I love Peep
The
Show.
Office and all.
Let me tell you, there's a show that you should watch called The Eric Andre Show. I'm a big fan of that.
The Eric Andre.
I would check that out. Have you
give
ever
it a
heard
look.
of Eric Andre?
No. I've heard of Peter Andre. Well, it's a
don't
whole
know.
other kettle of fish. Isn't
I don't know who that
it?
is.
He's some bad singer.
Oh, okay.
He's terrible.
I'm worried for this. This is not a great Styles match for Ricochet.
Ricochet
No.
versus Bobby Roode is the match we're watching right now on Monday Night Raw. This is cool, like a
It is
live
really
watch
cool.
along for
And
Raw.
I'm glad that I can actually have this kind of show as well, because if you've listened to Wrestling Uncensored, you probably can tell I hadn't seen any of Raw and SmackDown the week before. So it's very hard to talk about something when you're surrounded by two geniuses, is what I call these in wrestling, and when you haven't even seen the show. So I was just kind
Now
of
you
throwing in an odd comment here and there.
Now you're seeing it
At least
as
I can
we're
see
seeing
it. That's it. You see,
know?
it's nice. It's you might even make an audio version of this for me. You never know.
Maybe we will. Well, it'll be on YouTube forever, and
Nice.
We'll hook you up. See, this is what happens.
Yeah.
If you are a dedicated listener to Wrestling Uncensored and Ringside Report Radio, you watch Dave and Johnny live, and you travel, hundreds of miles from a different country,
Thousands.
from a different continent, thousands of miles from Ireland, you get to come to the studio and be on the show.
Yeah, it's been a great week. I have to say, it's been
And
really
you actually
good.
get to make requests. Like
Yeah.
this is an impromptu show. This
I
show
just asked for this.
This show never happens.
Yeah.
We never do a live Raw show.
Because I just knew with Wrestling Uncensored, I hadn't seen any of it, so it was hard for me to contribute. But at least here I can see what's going on.
Now it's a Dave and Wally show, and Johnny's actually
Johnny's glued to it.
Johnny's here, but
Yeah.
he's not really talking.
If Johnny went at that with his hands, now
He
he'd be
didn't.
doing
He didn't botch that one this time. He botched that one in Montreal
The moonsault off the apron.
because he kind of fell back into the guy. This time he actually landed on the guy.
do a
Ricochet,
Randy
yeah.
pose there, Johnny. You're in that kind of shade there.
You kind of stole my thunder right there. You did it already. Like it's over. It's done.
Don't get hot, John.
Wow.
I'm kind of, I'm gonna have to get over this someday, but not today. It's gonna be rough.
What are you mad about now?
You took the Randy post.
You're very
Randy
sensitive.
A little bit.
He's hungry.
You like my shirt? I'm wearing the Sami Zayn Montreal shirt. The same shirt that he was wearing tonight, which I was really happy about. It was a shirt that was made exclusively for the Raws and SmackDowns in Montreal. You could only get it at those shows. And I thought, Sami would wear it one night, but he wouldn't keep wearing it. But he wore it tonight. Cut a really good promo. Again, Sami's doing great stuff. Love Sami Zayn.
Yeah, you look great.
He looked great, but he didn't do a match, unfortunately. He just came out, did the promo, and then confronted Cedric on the way out, and that was it. It's kind of disappointed a bit.
Where the pizza?
Seeing some comments. Bob Cote says apparently Andrade and Zelina Vega were moved back to SmackDown because Fox wants to put the show on their Spanish network. Yeah, that's what I read too.
What about Ray?
Well, I don't know. I guess they could keep Ray, but they were like, okay, we need some Spanish-speaking stars on SmackDown on Fox, and they wanted Zelina and Andrade apparently.
Bloody nose for Joe, yeah. That looked pretty rough.
I don't even know what happened there. I think maybe AJ on the deal,
Forearm.
the forearm, or maybe on some of the strikes earlier.
Yeah, it could have been anywhere, really.
I get the feeling Joe's the kind of guy who likes that stuff.
I don't think he
I don't think he
minds.
minds.
Yeah, he'll take that and kind of.
Like is a different word.
He likes to feel the heat.
It's good for TV.
Yeah.
Come on, brother.
Viking
It's good to get a little color for TV. Yeah, the Viking Raiders, right? Franco 316 says that's a better name than the what? Then what? The Viking Experience or the War Raiders? I think it's a good compromise. I find it bizarre that they changed the name again, though. Like again?
I hope they haven't made merchandise.
People were upset. People were upset, so they decided to make a change. And
Yeah, but they changed it to this. Like that's not great.
it's never going to be great.
I would have gone with the Berserkers.
I like that.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
Huss.
Huss.
I'm into that.
He needs to practice throwing down that glove as well. The botch on the
Yeah,
glove
yeah.
throw.
The guy, one of the War Raiders, he had his glove on. He tried to throw it down all mean, but it kind of floated up in the air. And he had to like smack it down, and then he ripped off his like head thing, all angry. It looks real silly. Like when you're trying to be real aggressive and like things are flailing about, it's like, oh, you don't.
It's like slamming on the phone and missing, kind of. And you have to.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't even a match, too. It was just a beatdown. That was it. Again, a lot of disappointments so far on Raw. Definitely not as good as last week.
Well, we were there. It was more fun to be there.
Wow, yeah.
It
It's
was a lot more fun. People booing kids. It was a lot of fun. I swear.
What do you mean?
Was it?
When people
That was
were
on
doing,
SmackDown, wasn't it?
It was during Raw and SmackDown. I think people doing the impressions of superstars and like.
So during the commercial breaks, they have kids to do impressions of superstars.
And you said the Hardy Boy one, wasn't there? That was good.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
it's
the
fantastic.
crowd cheers to determine the winner. And at one point, a kid did some impression
Braun Strowman.
and got booed.
Yeah, the Braun Strowman one. It was
People were
really
booing.
bad. It was terrible. But still, it's bad because like you could tell the kid's like leg is shaking. Like he's terrified.
So nervous.
Yeah, you shouldn't boo a child who's doing an impression at a wrestling show. Like,
Did he say get these hands? Was it?
I don't know, probably.
It was very terrible.
I think one kid was
Very.
doing like a John Cena, and they booed just because
Oh,
It was John Cena.
John Cena.
it was
yeah.
John Cena.
Deserved it.
And was the Jeff Hardy? Was it the other good?
Jeff Hardy was
one-
great, but he
one-
lost.
Yeah,
Did he?
one kid.
Who won?
Oh, an Iconics kid.
Yeah.
No way.
A little kid who was like 5 years old, and he just goes, Iconics! And it was just hilarious. It was so funny the way he did it. That kid was good. The kid who did the Jeff Hardy dance was really good too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was on. He was on with that. It was
I
good.
love that Jeff Hardy dance. My brother does a great version of that. Cracks me up every time.
So does my mate Craig in work, actually. When I see him come down the corridor, he might be watching this now, actually. He would see him come down, he goes down to the floor and he does the hands up, and then does the hand thing and all. And I just go like, delete. It's really weird when you see two grown men in suits doing that in the corridor of a building. But there you go. If you're watching Craig Kelly, there you go.
Shout out to you,
Yeah, Craig Kelly.
My main man, Craig.
Yeah.
That's what wrestling does to you, though.
It does. Like
Makes you do silly.
We're
silly
grown men
things.
on our way to meetings, and we see each other, and then he's doing the Jeff, and I'm doing the delete.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this is a kind of a slow match. It's disappointing for a Ricochet match how slow it is, but Bobby Roode's slowing the pace down. More his style of match.
He really looks like Rick Rude, though.
Rick was a bit bigger though.
Oh, Rick was way more
he was
jacked.
Yeah, his arms were.
But, I mean, he also didn't have to pass a drug test,
That's true.
brother. And he also died in his 40s, so
Yeah.
let's maybe not be Rick Rude.
I
mean, no disrespect. The guy was one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, but, like, he obviously didn't make wise life decisions. You know? He died of, the wrestler death, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at those arms, though, man. Bobby Roode or Robert Roode. His arms are really, like, vascular.
Rick Rude's trunks used to be so cool, too. Like
his
the
whole
airbrush
style,
stuff.
everything. Yeah,
Man,
he's amazing.
I liked him when he had the Jerry curl, like the long... Like, he had shorter hair later on in his career, kind of like what Bobby Roode has
he had the
now.
long hair when
but I
he's-
like early Rick Rude with, like, the long curly hair.
Yeah.
Done,
Man.
like Team Canada or?
No, Rick Rude.
Oh, Rick Rude.
Yeah, Bobby actually used to have that hair, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, the long-haired Rick Rude was amazing.
Rick Rude was so cool. What I'd like to have right now is for all you lousy, out of shape,
Oh, yeah,
That
he
was
went
great.
after it.
That promo that he would do was so good. I've heard Rick Rude was like a real man's man, too. Like to go hunting, like to fish. Steve Austin talks about Rick Rude with great reverence.
Oh, we got some buffering issues here, it looks like.
You'll be all right, John. Don't worry about it. Is the match going on now, John? You okay? Johnny, like
Rick
any
looks
little
like he's in slow
little
mo.
hiccup, he's like, "Oh, what's going on here? What's going on here?" The TV like buffers for a second. He's like, "Oh no." You okay, John?
Okay, now there's a little glitch there, looked like.
I think it's time to get camera 2 going.
Looks like he's looking for a tag.
Where's camera 2?
They're used to tag wrestling, these guys. Oof.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's just kick John out of the show, Wally. this is Sans Johnny. Let's see if I can move this thing. Whoa!
Wow.
What happened to camera 2?
It's like a behind-the-scenes footage that you saw out the door.
Yeah, you just saw out
That's the first
door.
time out the door has ever been on Wrestling Center.
Let's get a Wally cam going. Wally cam.
Boom.
Wally
I
cam.
look redder than I actually am in real life. See my neck tattoos there.
There you go. Look at this guy. Big Wally in the house.
Yeah.
Direct from Ireland. This is an international edition. This is a real
Flying
treat.
home tomorrow.
This is a real treat for the YouTube universe, like extra Dave and Johnny with Wally on a Monday night.
It makes Raw go better, I think, doesn't it?
It is more fun to watch Raw this way. Wally, come back next week, okay?
Yeah, I'm back. Flight booked.
Gonna be dropping a brand new episode of What's Phantom in Japan this week.
Very good.
I'm recording that Wednesday, I think.
Cool.
Wednesday.
Nice.
With the Green
Bit of
Phantom.
AEW stuff in there.
Yeah, we'll talk about AEW. We'll talk about New Japan Pro Wrestling. They did a show this weekend. Sengoku. Zack Sabre Jr. wrestled Kota Ibushi. We'll talk about that. Phantom was at the New Japan show at Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
So he's going to talk about that experience. I'm sure it was impressive.
It's pretty cool.
He saw Okada win the title back from Jay White. That must have been an experience in itself, just seeing Kazuchika Okada. I just want to ask him, what's it like to see Okada?
In the flesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
You should ask me about that PCO bump.
The powerbomb?
Yes.
Nasty, right? Have you seen Phantom's match yet from that weekend?
I saw him take the door. That was it. Or he gave the guy the door.
Gave the guy the door drop there.
Yeah, I seen it online. It's pretty incredible.
1, 2, 3? Really?
Wow.
Wow. Bobby Roode beats Ricochet. Are you kidding me? That was not a great match.
That's rough.
Wow. Yeah.
That kind of sucked, right?
Well, it's disappointing Ricochet lost.
Bobby Roode is
The
just...
new Bobby Roode.
Because Ricochet was kind of unstoppable as a tag team with Aleister Black, and now just to get stopped like this.
By Bobby Roode.
Clean.
Oof. This is kind of like the first Raw of the new season. Last week was kind of an in-between because they're doing a Superstar Shakeup. The week before was WrestleMania Fallout. This feels like
The
a
first
new
Clean new
Raw.
episode, yeah.
We saw Cesaro wrestle Cedric Alexander and Cesaro won. We're seeing Bobby Roode beat Ricochet. It's a new Bobby Roode. He's Robert Roode now and he's got a mustache. It feels like like we're heading in a new direction now. Like it's a new season. Triple H came out there, talked about how Seth Rollins is the man now.
Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean?
was a
Like,
real
doesn't it
pointless
feel
promo,
like
wasn't it?
we're like they're changing direction? Like they're going. It's like a new season. I mean, it's still the same old WWE, but
Well, you're seeing the new guys that they're going to elevate and new guys that are going to be the stars of Raw. I'm not agreeing with these choices, but this is what we're getting.
yeah.
To me, Ricochet should be up there, but
Is this part of Raw? Oh, it's Bray Wyatt.
Oh, Bray Wyatt's back.
Firefly Funhouse. What is this?
We seen his doll earlier, remember?
This is weird.
Abigail.
Okay, we're getting our live reaction from this. Let's turn it up and see what he's saying. Okay. It's a new gimmick. So Bray Wyatt's like hosting a show. He's still Bray Wyatt. That's still his name. But he's dressed like Mr. Rogers almost.
yeah, I was going to say
Really
exactly.
odd. I think there's a picture of Abigail on the wall there behind him.
Well, I guess Abigail is the center of the fire.
Yeah. There's a picture of her on the wall as well. Oh, here we go.
Okay, now he's got gloves on. Hurt, heel. It's getting dark. No. What? Oh, there's a dinosaur puppet. Mercy the Buzzard.
Wow.
What the hell is this?
Abigail, there we go.
It's like a
Abby,
the Witch is the doll. I don't think I am. I'm not gonna love them.
Very bad wrestler.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even the kids are booing him.
Only JoJo loves this guy. Have you been? By who? Ray Raful? That's real inside. Oh, okay. So he's like, I don't want to be the old Bray Wyatt. I want to. Oh, he's got a
yeah.
cardboard cutout of what he used to be.
Has he always had that tattoo on the back of his neck?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
He's got new hair. His hair's like shorter now.
Yeah. His beard's neater.
He's got a chainsaw and he's cutting the cardboard cutout
Yeah.
that is Bray Wyatt.
Here's Abigail on the wall.
So he's like a twisted Pee Wee Herman type thing.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It sucks too. What?
Just follow.
Let me in.
Let me
I don't know if I like that tagline. too
Yeah,
much, but all right.
didn't
Remember,
really-
fireflies, I'll always light the
Okay.
way, and all you have to do is let me in.
Firefly
Yeah, that doesn't
Funhouse.
sound good. That sounds
He's
good
gonna
at all.
take on Randy in the Funhouse.
Firefly
I think Randy's on the
Funhouse.
right show not to be anywhere
Yeah,
close
yeah.
to him.
No,
What the hell was that?
this is really weird. Here
What
we
the
go.
hell was that?
And now the main event. Now let's move on. Thankfully.
Really weird gimmick, wasn't it?
What the hell was that? No.
It was AJ Styles. You know,
No, AJ Styles is coming out now, but what?
It was so
mean-
weird.
What? That was terrible.
Just the
Is that the new Bray Wyatt gimmick? This is what they're doing? He's some sort of...
Psycho Mr. Rogers.
That
Yeah.
was crazy. I can't even believe that just happened.
yeah, it was odd.
I don't know. We've lived through Curlin White. That was Chavo. I mean-
But that was in the same realm.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That was what was Mosh?
Beaver Cleavage.
Beaver Cleavage.
Beaver cleavage.
That was that level bad.
Yeah.
That was awful. Do you think they'll ever do that again, or they're just gonna realize how terrible that was and give up on
Oh,
it?
I'd say we'll be seeing that for the next year.
We've seen that for 3 weeks. Come on, like this is a build.
Yeah, it was a build to that.
Got to debut it live. You hadn't debuted it live yet.
That's what they came up with for the return of Bray Wyatt? That's all they have?
Is he gonna come with a new moveset?
Sadly.
Probably not.
That was awful.
It was really bad. It was yeah.
Crazy.
I suppose at least it's.
I'm kind of
something
glad
new.
it's going to be on Raw though, because I don't want to take up on the SmackDown time, because SmackDown is so short of a show. You need to save it for the guys to actually wrestle, I think, instead of this
You need a
like
solid
nonsense.
2 hours.
Yeah. So I'm glad it's on Raw.
That's a good point.
I guess I wish it didn't exist.
Well, Bray Wyatt had to come back eventually, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
They invested too much in him not for him to come
Where's
back.
he been?
Yeah, he's been gone a while.
Was that
Matt
the,
Hardy?
Was
This
that the WWE admitting that the Bray Wyatt gimmick never worked, never will work, and we're just gonna change directions? Like, he took a chainsaw to the old Bray Wyatt character, and he said he's never gonna be that loser again. And this is your better option? Like, I agree. The Bray Wyatt gimmick made no sense, was inconsistent. It was not good, but this is not better.
No.
Well, he's not going to change much as a wrestler. It's the same wrestling. You didn't like the wrestling that much either, so I can't imagine you're going to like it just because the gimmick changed.
That was crazy.
It was bizarre.
Is JoJo gonna come back?
Does she need to come back? Like,
So JoJo used to be the ring announcer, right?
Yeah.
And
Jojo Offerman.
Bray Wyatt got her pregnant.
remember her last name? Wow. Like,
JoJo Offerman.
Yeah, her dad's famous.
Yeah, her dad was a famous baseball player,
Yeah.
Jose Offerman.
Jose Offerman.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know her dad was Jose Offerman?
I didn't know that. No.
Great baseball player. So she and Bray are together. I think she maybe gave birth or is nearly about to, I don't know. But Bray had like a wife and a couple of kids at least. Yeah.
Yeah, too.
Before that, and it was like a whole messy situation. And since that all went down, Bray's been pretty much disappeared from TV, and JoJo's been gone too. And now Bray comes back, and this is what he is.
Yeah, when Matt kind of left, didn't he? He kind of just vanished with him.
Yeah.
That
They
tag
lost
team.
the tag team titles last year.
Yeah, that was it. That was
Yeah.
the last you seen him.
Bray disappeared.
Well, they had nothing for him. They had to change up his character, and this is what we got.
Very few guys get to just disappear if they have nothing for you and stay with the company.
Yeah.
Like
They
it
must
shows,
like him.
It shows how much they like him and how much they have
His dad.
invested in him. Yeah,
Like his dad.
his dad, for sure.
Also, he's been a part of some major moments in WWE history. He got to wrestle The Undertaker at WrestleMania, and that whole Wyatt family versus the
That was one of
Shield.
the worst Taker matches in in his Mania history.
There's been a lot of bad ones, but he still got that moment. They still believed him enough to give him that moment. And plus, the Wyatt family versus the Shield, they hyped that as like one of the greatest rivalries of all time.
But it was not. It was terrible.
WWE propaganda. So they'll tell you it's different. In their history books, the Wyatt family Shield, one of the greatest feuds ever.
Okay. I mean, I don't even know what to say anymore about this thing. It's just like I'm in shock. Like, what was it?
Yeah, it was.
It was crazy. I almost want to watch it again. It was nuts.
It wasn't really that good. I don't really want to see it again.
Well, no, it wasn't good, but it was just like, what? Are they really doing this?
What?
Like, it was shocking. It was shocking. Ooh, Alexa Bliss promo, moment of bliss. At
Money in the Bank
Money
edition.
in the Bank edition next week. Are they going to do a women's Money in the Bank match?
I think
And
it's the standard now.
Women's and men's, right?
Yeah.
How many? 6 or 8 people? 4 on 4?
Should be 4-4. Should not. 4 from Raw, 4 from SmackDown.
Yeah, book it. Let's book it.
Well, Alexa
Who's-
Bliss, obviously, won.
I don't know. I think she might just be interviewing the participants.
Yeah, introducing them.
No, because didn't she win it the last one?
I don't know.
Carmella. Was that 2 ago? Remember
No,
your
Alexa,
man?
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss won it.
Oh, yeah.
I think Bliss won the last one.
Yeah.
Carmella the first one.
Right.
So, who's on Raw? Bliss, Lacey Evans.
No, she's gonna wrestle Becky. Though.
She's going to face Becky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bliss,
It's tough, huh? Because not a lot of people on Raw now.
Ruby Riott,
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Natty,
Yeah, that's good too.
and who else is on Raw?
Wow.
It's kind of hard to know who's on what show at this point. Like, I forget. I mean, maybe they just put Sarah Logan in there because they're
You
still
could throw
on Raw.
Tamina. Tamina's on Raw.
Tamina.
There's your 4.
So Alexa,
Natty.
Natty, Ruby Riott, Tamina.
Tamina.
Yeah, that's all.
And then SmackDown, who do you have? Charlotte,
Yeah.
Bailey,
Bailey,
Ember Moon.
Ember Moon. There you go. And Mandy Rose.
Or Sonya, whatever. And,
Yeah, one of those.
Something like that.
And you put Asuka and Kairi Sane against the Iconics.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Iconics lost again.
Iconics lost again tonight. They are losing every match. I think they might lose the tag titles to Asuka and Kairi Sane. And that, to me, is a good move. Like, if the Iconics are going to be booked this week and, they're just not a strong tag team. They're not great wrestlers. And you really need a good tag team to make these new women's tag team belts mean something.
She lost so easy tonight.
Yeah. To Naomi. Billy
They
Kay
lost so easy last week, too.
Yeah.
They're just terrible.
So I think Kairi Sane and Asuka, they're an incredible tag team. They're two incredible talents. They should be the tag team champions, and they should hold those belts for a long time.
And even the promo tonight was really poor, wasn't it?
I feel that when they actually defend the titles, they're going to win, though. That's the thing. They keep losing all the time. When they defend, they win.
I'm not sure about that. So this is main event time. AJ Styles and Baron Corbin, and then the winner gets Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank.
The Iconics promo earlier was really bad.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
So quiet.
Wasn't
the
great.
arena just didn't get it. It was too technically, too kind of...
Yeah.
It needs to be something that you can just get without even only half listening. Whereas if you weren't tuned in, you were like, what is going on?
I think they're good, the Iconics.
They are good,
I am a fan
they
of
have
them.
a great look as well. Like, they do. They look like superstars, but...
Well, that's the thing, is just their look and the fact that they can somewhat talk, but it's hit or miss, their promos still.
They can
Bray
talk.
Wyatt's trending. I'm sure
Apparently
he is.
number one trend in the United
Well,
States.
you're talking
Wow.
about it, right? So,
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
That's why it's trending now.
It's trending because we're doing this show right now.
Yeah.
It's quite a treat. You get AJ Styles twice on one show. It's
Yeah.
really good.
And he had a great,
And his match was great
match,
earlier. Yeah, it was really good.
I mean, he's wrestling Baron Corbin now, so it's probably going to be not as good.
Who he's thinking is going to win the women's Money in the Bank?
I feel like he lost
Out of that
the
selection
Baron
that you
Out
Corbin.
said
of
earlier.
that crew, who wins the women's Money in the Bank? I could see Alexa winning it again.
If she's in it.
Who to beat
Yeah.
Becky is the thing you got to think about.
I don't know if anybody beats Becky. Maybe Charlotte. Maybe Charlotte wins it. She hasn't won it yet. I could see Charlotte winning Money in
Or
the
would they
Bank.
give it to someone like maybe, I think,
Thing is,
Bailey? I know it sounds unusual, but because she has nothing really. Like Sasha's at to leave, and they need to give her something. They might turn her, like you were saying, she got booed the other night in Montreal.
I'd like
They
for
might
Bayley
make her
to
kind
win.
of. She could have it as a kind of turn heel with the belt, with the
that's interesting.
Yeah.
briefcase or something like that. Like
I'd like that. I think that would work too.
the way she was kind of left with nothing now, to giving her a new gimmick, giving her the briefcase to give her something to do.
You got to wonder, though, did they continue the streak of the women always are successful with their cash-ins?
Yeah.
Because there's only been 2 so far for the women, but they've always worked so far. So,
Yeah.
and the men the last 2 years, they have been unsuccessful.
Baron Corbin
Braun Strowman.
and Braun Strowman, yeah.
Who won last year?
Braun Strowman won last year.
Oh yeah,
And Baron the year before.
Baron won the year before. eh?
Yeah.
Man, they've given Baron Corbin a lot,
Yeah.
right?
But then he didn't cash it in. Remember, he lost.
No, then he lost to Cena. And it
Yeah.
kind of went downhill for him a bit.
That he went off track.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
But he came back. Right here is the main event of Raw.
Well, apparently Becky Lynch and Lacey Evans is official for Money in the Bank. Like that match is official.
What's official?
It's made.
But it's only for
Becky versus Lacey for the Raw Women's title.
So she could defend the SmackDown as well.
She's not going to wrestle 2 matches in one night. That's not fair.
It's weird that she's only defending one title.
Lacey Evans seems like she's next in line to face Becky, though. Makes sense.
Does she beat her?
No. That'd be crazy. After all that for Becky, she's going to lose to Lacey Evans? Come on.
Seems like they've invested a lot into Lacey, though. They want her to be successful.
Yeah.
To be Becky
I don't
is
know.
a lot, though.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
I don't think they want her to be that successful.
They can make her look strong in the match even, and that'll be enough for her to get respect, I think.
Yeah, it's a very weird camera angle right there.
Behind the barricade.
There's like on side of the camera, like it was like he was behind the crate there almost.
Here we go. Oh.
I don't think he was ever supposed to do that. That's why.
No.
There we go. Commercial break.
So
Hope it's more Bray Wyatt.
Oh, I think we got enough Bray Wyatt.
we
Yeah,
have,
no,
tonight.
that was enough.
That's all we need. No more.
So that's this match so far is kind of, I expect Baron to win.
And
Well,
whatever.
the match I'm sure people want to see is Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles.
Yeah, and
That get
sometimes
people
they do
excited.
that. Sometimes they give you face versus face, but I just feel like Baron.
After beating,
It should be
Angle.
Baron here,
It's too early to be AJ Styles, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you build AJ Seth for down the road because they're the two top baby faces on Raw, right?
Exactly.
They're the two top guys on the show. Where's Braun Strowman?
Yeah, no Braun tonight. Well, maybe
Yeah.
he's going to SmackDown. Who knows, right? Because they're reshuffling.
Feels like
people.
there's so much to still do with that
Yeah,
reshuffle.
what's the deal? Like, they put Andrade on Raw last week, and then something happens. Now Andrade's back on SmackDown. I thought Cesaro was on SmackDown. Now he's on Raw this week. It seems like the Superstar Shuffle kind of happened last week, but it's still happening, and they're not telling
Dribs
you
and
about
drabs
it.
of it kinda here
yeah,
and
people
there.
are just showing up.
Yeah,
It'd be funny if they keep switching shows. Like, it doesn't really matter.
yeah.
You guys see CM Punk came back to professional wrestling.
Wow,
that was pretty awesome.
crazy.
But did you hear that? Apparently, it's because like that's one of the first places he wrestled, and it's closing down.
Oh wow.
So that's
Right.
why he showed up.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I think one of his buddies or trainers was in the match. Was the guy he saved in the match?
I think Steel.
Ace Steel.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah, makes sense for him to show up. He showed up under a mask,
Yeah.
ran out, did the GTS, and then ran back away. No one in the building knew it was Punk, but the video has come out and everybody's
you can
like,
see it.
"Oh, it's
Even his body
definitely-"
movement, you're gonna see that's Punk.
Well, if you see the Instagram photo, like right away, yeah, that's him.
Yeah, there's another
Yeah.
Instagram photo of Punk wearing that same outfit, just without the mask, and it's like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, that's CM Punk."
Wow.
So Punk did a little wrestling spot, so I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
So now you're thinking AEW, right?
I think it's possible.
Yeah.
I know he's friends with the Bucks. And I know that if CM Punk went to AEW, it would seriously hurt the WWE.
Oh, it would.
And I'm pretty sure CM Punk would like to hurt the WWE.
I think. Sorry, Johnny. Go on.
I just think if he come back, like he'd come back because he wanted to come back and wrestle.
Well, I think that too, have fun and wrestle in a great new company with a lot of great talent, with a great direction. What wrestling should be,
Have more time as well to himself. He doesn't have to be not such a tough schedule.
That's it. And they'll actually care about him.
And it's good to know that you're getting one over on the former employer.
Yeah. Yeah. That would piss them off big time.
Yeah.
He should do it.
Yeah.
Imagine CM Punk, Kenny Omega. That'd be awesome.
So you think he's going to show up at the pay-per-view then? May 25th.
No. I think, like, if I were booking AEW, I would save him for your first TV show. Because,
Okay.
like, if
The viewing
you say
figures.
you have him, you already have Double or Nothing sold out. Everybody's going to buy it on pay-per-view. You don't need Punk to show up. I think he shows up on your first TV and everybody's like, oh my God, did you see what AEW did? That's where CM Punk is now. That's where Cody Rhodes is.
Right.
It would explode. Chris Jericho. That'd be a huge coup for AEW. And I would put it on my first TV show if I were them.
Yeah, and like even holding them back a little bit, it means that people are going to tune in just in case. You want to be watching that live when he walks out. You don't want to be hearing about it and going, what, he's there, and then tuning in. You want to know.
Yeah.
Because that's half the fun, is seeing something go down right in front of your eyes and saying, wow, this is it. So I know for the first couple of AEW shows, I'll be glued to it thinking, is his music going to kick? Is he coming out? And even if he doesn't, you're still going to be tuned in just to see in case he does. And then when he does, it's going to be
I think he
pop
will.
of the
I think he
century.
will.
It'll
Yeah.
be crazy.
It's going to be nuts.
Yeah. And you did say many an episode ago that he would come back. You said there'll be someday. You said it could be a year, could be 5, it could be a decade, but he will wrestle again. And
100%.
I think you're spot on. Like,
And what we saw this weekend, that little thing he did, that little GTS,
yeah.
that's not it. He's going to wrestle again. He'll wrestle a match again in his career.
And I don't think it's damaged him the time he spent in MMA. It still shows that he's a tough guy to get in there even and train with the likes of Pettis and stuff. It shows that you are a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I think he has an air about him now. Even if he did lose to the guys in the UFC, that he still has.
He still fought in the UFC. He
and
can still put
went
that
the
on
distance.
his resume.
Went the distance in a fight like that's.
Yeah. He's had MMA fights.
He's made the walk.
He knows how to fight more than the average WWE wrestler.
Yep.
Even though a lot of WWE wrestlers could probably whoop his ass.
Yeah.
You know?
I'd like to see him fight again, though.
Like, I don't think CM Punk would have a chance in hell against Chad Gable, you know?
Yeah.
I think Chad Gable would maul a guy like CM Punk.
Any high-level grappler, I'd say.
Yeah. I mean, Gable went to... He didn't... I think he made the team, didn't he? He was on an Olympic team.
He was, yeah.
For wrestling, which, like, if you can make an Olympic team,
You're a
CM Punk,
beast.
CM Punk ain't beating you in a fight, you know?
That's it, yeah.
It's just not happening.
But the fight is him against Corey Graves. That's the fight.
Oh, yeah. If that happens.
Well, Corey Graves had to quit wrestling because he had concussion issues. I don't think he's going to step into an octagon.
Well, if he hates the guy enough.
It's not going to happen. Baron Corbin.
How great will that be, though, when Punk's having matches again? It'll be unmissable.
I don't think it'll be like a regular thing, but,
No.
you know, maybe 4 to 6 times a year.
I think that's
For
even perfect, because
two or
then he can
3
give it
years.
everything in the matches. It won't be a case of he's trying to save a bit of
He's having
himself.
a lot
He
of
can-
trouble with
Yeah.
that Styles clash right there.
Yeah. That's it. It's hard to do on someone that size. What height is Baron Corbin? About 6'7",
6'7", 6'8".
Yeah.
He's very tall.
He's very tall. Yeah.
He's a very big man, and that's why the WWE has done so much with him. But it's just
Would it be
like...
so hard when you wrestle? What's it like to be wrestling in clothes that he's wearing there? Shirts and trousers and...
Oh, you sweat like crazy.
Say it is like...
Yeah, you look at him, he's sweating like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you
It's
see
hard to
guys...
be as agile doing
You see
stuff,
guys
like,
wearing
surely-
nothing
gets
and they're
used to it,
sweating.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you see the guys just in the trunks and they're sweating like crazy. Imagine
Yeah.
this guy, you know?
Would they be real jeans or would they be just like trousers that look like jeans?
What do you think, John? What are
Well,
his pants made of?
They're made to fit so that, like, he can stretch them a bit,
Yeah.
too, so...
But he's wearing like a leather belt.
Yeah.
Like, why would you wear a leather belt while wrestling? To me, that seems like the least comfortable thing
Oh,
to
it'd
have
be awful.
on you.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of how I feel when I'm doing the Matt Hardy stuff from work. and that builds up a sweat enough. Imagine having a full match wearing that stuff.
Yeah.
It's just madness. Like,
Where's the chat? Let's see some chat
Oh, yeah.
here.
Antoinette on tonight.
Where are we? Franco says Goldust is gone too. Yeah, Goldust.
Retired?
No, he went to AEW.
Oh, did he?
He's gonna wrestle his brother Cody at Double or Nothing.
Oh, I seen that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Cody's opponent, which is pretty sweet, right?
They had the picture of the half the heads, didn't they? I seen that actually. One side of the head. Was
Yeah.
gold.
He's got like new face.
I just
paint
wasn't
going.
taking it in. It's been such a crazy week.
Yeah,
I seen it and then I didn't even know I hadn't seen it.
Bunch of clotheslines there by Corbin.
It was a pretty long match.
It is, yeah. Oh, look at that. Calf slice.
Yeah. Got him. Maybe. Tap out. Perhaps. Can win. It's fine.
You really think AJ's gonna win here, though?
I like
Pull his hair. He's going to pull his hair. He's going to pull his hair.
I don't think he does. I think he's gonna lose.
I think he'll pull his hair to get out. Go on, pull his hair. Oh, here we go. Look.
And
Head
he
full of hair.
pulls his hair. Nice call.
He's going to cheat in this. I'm learning from you guys. If you sit in the middle of these two guys, you'll learn a lot. Those things hurt like hell as well. I've had a calf slice put on me before. It's not nice.
Oh yeah, calf slicer is a legit move.
Yeah.
I've tapped people to calf slicers.
Yeah.
Man, Baron looks really slow right here. He's gassed, it looks like.
Yeah.
Super gassed.
Well, this is a long match.
Well, it's also his second match, too.
Yeah. AJ looks fine.
Yeah, AJ looks fine.
Has there been any update on your guy? What's his name's gone?
Daniel
Daniel
Bryan?
Bryan. Yes, yeah.
No update.
Nothing.
He didn't wrestle the house shows he was supposed to wrestle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Nice. Oh, that's cool.
Give us a main event we want to see. It's good.
That was good.
It does seem a little early to go AJ Seth, but that's what they're doing at Money in the Bank. AJ Styles beats Baron Corbin.
Wow.
Give people what they want. It's a good idea.
That'll be a good enough match. Two technical guys.
That's easily the main event.
Yeah.
Not the Money in the Bank ladder matches themselves.
Who's going to be in the men's?
You know, that's interesting. I think maybe you put the men's on earlier, so then you have the whole
Possible
like scare.
cash-in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like that.
smart. That's smart. Who would you book in the men's? From Raw. 4 from Raw.
Well, Drew McIntyre has to be in there for sure.
Drew McIntyre. Rey Mysterio.
Samoa Joe.
I think Samoa Joe will be defending his U.S. title.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you put Joe in there. I think Joe and Braun make sense to do a Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
I would put Ray, Drew. They'll probably put Miz in there.
Yeah.
And
So Ray.
I mean, maybe
Baron Corbin
Cesaro.
is-
Cesaro got a win tonight.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
There could have been a reason behind that. There
Yeah.
could be method to that.
Maybe Bobby Roode will be in it too. He got a win
Yeah.
tonight. Like, you never know.
That could
what
have been
they
the
might
reason
do.
why they were getting them over tonight.
Yeah.
A couple of wins, and then you're putting.
Who do you put on SmackDown?
Kevin Owens.
Roman Reigns? Is he going to be in Money in the Bank, or does he wrestle his own match against like Elias or something?
That
Could
makes
Sammy
sense.
be in it? What about Sammy?
I'd
Yeah.
love to see
Because
Sammy
there's
in Money in
nothing
the
for
Bank.
Sammy there at
There's a
all.
lot of potential
And he's been making promos and
candidates
stuff.
for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that could be in Money in the Bank
Braun
because
Strowman won last time.
Yeah.
very few guys have anything
Back
going
to
on,
defend it.
right? Like, there's no feuds really going on.
No.
Right.
Here, Seth Rollins finally has somebody to stare at.
Oh,
Seth
not a
Rollins
handshake.
in the ring to shake AJ Styles' hand after the match.
You want a bit of heat? Come on, guys.
No, but they're still both good guys. Like, it's just a shake. Makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Just a handshake. And that's a real boring way to end Raw.
It is.
Yeah,
Isn't
but
it?
the
It's
match is what you look forward to. It'll be a good match. Fun to watch.
Where they put Seth Rollins over AJ Styles.
Seth Rollins is making the. I'm trying to smell what
More than
shampoo
likely,
you
of
used
course.
face the.
And that's Raw.
What about AJ having the
And
same
that's Raw.
hair? as
Raw is
the-
over.
Good night, Raw.
Yeah.
AJ having the same hair as his clothes.
Yeah, AJ looked like he dyed his hair, right?
To
Did
match his
anybody else
clothes.
notice that? AJ
Yeah.
looks like
Matches
his
gear, yeah.
his
Yeah.
hair was like way lighter.
But
That was
Yeah.
weird.
It was good that it matched
With his new
gear,
clothing.
Yeah. It looked good.
He did look good. And he's going to wrestle Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank, and he'll probably lose to Seth.
But it'll be a good match.
Or
Someone cashes in.
he'll beat Seth, and then somebody will cash in on him, and then off we go.
Maybe.
A lot of options. It's kind of fun because like you don't know where anybody's going. You don't really have a clear direction for anybody. And we're entering a pay-per-view where literally anything could happen. Like somebody could walk in, not champion, not even in a championship match, and walk out champion.
I like that.
And not just one person, but like 8 people in that one match. There's a possibility any of those 8 people could win Money in the Bank, cash in, become champion that night. AJ Styles could be champion. Seth Rollins could walk out champion, or anybody in Money in the Bank. Like you go into a pay-per-view where you have 10 guys and 10 women that could possibly be the champion at the end of the night.
Who does it make sense? Do you think to have
And you have
cash
cool,
in on those
cool
guys?
matches too. Like the matches are good usually because
Oh, yeah.
it's multi-person ladder matches.
Money in the Bank.
would what?
Who makes sense to cash in on either Seth or AJ?
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah,
Right away.
I could see that. Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin, yeah. After getting beaten there tonight, you think?
Yeah.
Baron will
Elevate
come
him.
back eventually. I don't know about.
Because often
Money in the
guys
Bank,
that you
but-
see slip like that and you think, oh, he's out of it now, and then out of nowhere he's champion before the guy who just won the match.
You know, I did read something where they said they wanted to make somebody in Money in the Bank.
Oh, wow.
Like they wanted to make a star out of Money in the Bank. And watching Raw tonight,
Cesaro.
If
Isn't it? I could just see where you were
If you-
thinking there. Because I was thinking who really impressed tonight. Who did something that you did not expect?
Who's awesome that deserves more?
Johnny expected it, though.
Who
I
deserves to
didn't
be a
really
star?
expect that
It's a good
much.
shout.
Who deserves to be
For Cesaro winning.
Who deserves to be made a king? Who deserves to get that crown put on them?
Cesaro.
Cesaro wins Money
Can you
in the
imagine
Bank.
if he cashes in that night?
Cashes in, walks out champion. New Universal Champion, Cesaro. That's a champion I could be proud of. You make him in that night, all of a sudden Cesaro is the champion. He's the top guy. Why not?
You imagine him
They've
coming
made
in.
guys overnight before. Remember Jinder Mahal when he was a thing?
Yeah.
Right.
He beat Randy Orton
Yeah.
Yeah.
to become WWE champion.
I just see Drew McIntyre in that spot. Like, just they've been building him up so much. It just seems like they'd make him, because like they kind of put him down quite a bit by losing to Roman at WrestleMania. Now they got to build him back up again.
Okay, but you watch wrestling, right?
Yeah, we just did.
And the WWE, they watch wrestling too, right? Because they've been watching a lot of wrestling.
Of course.
How, in their mind, could they have the choice of Drew McIntyre or Cesaro and pick Drew McIntyre? Who in their right mind would pick Drew McIntyre over Cesaro for anything?
How many years have they not picked Cesaro? For so many years.
There were many years they didn't pick Drew McIntyre, and then he left the company.
But now since he came back, it seems like it's a different look of Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, he looks way bigger.
And it could be something similar to what I was saying about Bayley giving her something that she's got nothing. Cesaro's lost his tag team partner again. Maybe they're thinking maybe now it's time. Give him something. Put him over in a few matches leading up to it. Put him into the Money in the Bank. Let him cash in and then maybe even make him look really strong cashing in. He could come down while those two guys are still relatively fresh and just lay waste to them.
Imagine
just lay them out.
Cesaro and Seth. They would have incredible matches. Cesaro and AJ Styles, they would have incredible matches. Like, there's a lot you could do with Cesaro.
He makes a great dance partner. There's very few matches you see with Cesaro in it that you say, okay, I should have made coffee for that. It's like,
and, like, he deserves it.
Yeah.
He deserves it. He's earned it.
Yeah.
It's time.
If he can make the match, then I think his chances are great, but let's see him be in the match first.
If he's in the match, remember where you heard it first.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
Right? All right, we're wrapping this thing up because Raw's over and this is a watch-along.
Yeah.
All right?
Right, there's nothing to watch anymore.
There's nothing. We're not watching along with anybody because the show's done.
Did you not see Bray Wyatt on the screen? Am I the only one seeing Bray on the screen?
In your dreams.
Bray Wyatt's still here? You want to get the final comments, Wally?
Yeah. What's the final comments?
Franco says, safe trip, Wally.
Thanks, Franco. Much appreciated.
Bob says, waiting for the first shocking heel turn of 2019. Shane McMahon doesn't count.
Aw.
Yeah. I think Kevin Owens might turn on the New Day.
Yeah.
Is it that shocking, though?
You know what would be great is if Kevin Owens didn't turn on the New Day, stayed with the New Day, kept being Big O, stayed with them, and then when Big E comes back, he's like mad and jealous, and like he turns on the New Day and Kevin Owens and all of them.
Wow.
That's interesting.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that, yeah.
It'd be fun.
We'll see how long that lasts then. I mean, I didn't expect this to last more than one show, and apparently it's lasted 2 weeks, so wait and see.
That's true. All right, we're wrapping this show up. Thanks, everybody. I'll be back, constantly. Green Phantom and I, What's Phantom in Japan, will drop this week at WrestlingUncensored.net. Johnny and I will be back on Friday for Dave and Johnny Live. Friday night for Ringside Report Radio, and Wrestling Uncensored on Saturday, and so on.
Action-packed week.
And they just keep
You're making a show tomorrow as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to do another episode of Irreparable Damage tomorrow morning. But that has nothing to do with wrestling. I don't even know what we're talking about tomorrow.
Still good, though.
It's all on Joey.
This is goodbye.
Johnny doesn't like that show.
Yeah.
This is goodbye to Wally now, though.
It is, yeah.
This is Wally's send-off here.
It's my send-off.
It's been
a pleasure. Yeah, it's been great being over again, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, it's been a good week of hanging out and having fun and talking about wrestling and MMA and eating poutine.
Well, I hope you've had fun here, man.
That's brilliant. Love Montreal.
I hope it's lived up to
it has,
what you were
I call
expecting.
Montreal my home away from home now. As I say, it's a very welcoming city. Great times I've had here, and I say hopefully I'll be back now someday.
And I guess you're gonna come back to Canada in the summer, right?
Yeah, we're talking about.
Are we going to SummerSlam?
Yeah, I think we should. I think we'd have a great time. We'll definitely check out the prices. See, does it make sense?
Yeah. I think it's a possibility.
Yeah.
I know Antoinette wants us to go, so
yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, hello to Antoinette as well.
We're going to try.
Thanks for helping me get on that 45 there today.
Yeah. All right, so thanks everybody for watching this show. This is a special edition.
Slán, as they say. That's an Irish for goodbye.
Slán.
Slán.
Sláncha.
Sláncha.
Sláncha. All right.